All right, and we are on to the Rift. Welcome back. So starting off, we have the Twilight Assassins again on the blue side. Brand Theft Auto on the purple side. Got some quick buys coming out from Brand Theft Auto. Looks like they're going to be maybe moving towards some sort of an invade. We did see a little bit of early aggression from our last game, from last series. Void Reapers causing some early pressure in the first game definitely set Team Globalton off balance, and maybe that was what helped them carry through for the 2-0 victory. We'll just have to see if there's anything coming out of this one. 3 people stacked around the blue buff, but this looks like just a regular preliminary defense.
Yeah, I don't think they'll try anything fancy here.
Yeah, it looks like they're just going to kind of hang out around the area and see if anything happens. There's a ward down. Just kind of watching their back. J4, interestingly enough, has positioned himself up in the front bush. Maybe looking for some early harass onto Rise.
Yeah, I did start with a Doran's Blade, so opted for that early damage. He'll probably build mostly damage to try to get, try to burst down Rise.
And just get a little harass on him, for sure, before he can poke him out.
He does a surprising amount of damage, I mean.
Oh, well, J4, once he gets that armor pin on his Q, I mean, he'll definitely take you down here. And it looks like they're going to just go ahead and go for the regular buffs. Maybe check it. Udyr's going to be starting on the blue side this time. You know, and I think the last time he started blue also.
Yeah, I guess he likes to switch stances a lot.
Yeah, no kidding. It'll be interesting to see what kind of aggression comes down in the early lane. I know that Lux obviously has really good early game pressure, but Morgana, very, very passive laner, and Morgana can push better than Lux can. So we see J4 up in the top lane, just going ahead and poking out. And it'll probably be in SuperDuck's best interest just to try and farm this lane out, not try and go for too much aggressive, just trying to keep your CS equal for as much as you can, you know? Meanwhile,
Yeah, wow.
Jackson is going in hard on the first second he hits level 2, jumping in, and that just gives you a little taste of how attentive this lane is. Udyr in the jungle, trying to get the first kill, is actually going to go down, dies in a jungle invade, which was very, very risky.
Yeah, Flash King hoping he could do more damage than Udyr. Udyr was low though, very low. And Flash King coming in there and just able to pick up that kill easily. I mean, it was close, but...
Well, that's going to be a double buff transfer, or a double buff onto Elise. The red buff for Udyr is still open, so he's not too bad, but only Jacksmith's up in the top lane going really hard, not really able to trade back too much damage. I mean, he's easily going to be able to shake that off with a shield.
Yep, Subduck's KDA could be in jeopardy here. This J4 has put down a lot of damage and playing very aggressive.
There he goes. He dodges it, actually. Puts him up in the mini wave. A nice little sidestep there. And a good amount of damage, but they're both running low on mana. So now it's going to be more in favor of Rise because he has all that range on him.
Yeah, definitely. He can put down auto attacks whenever he wants. Hit those Qs. And especially once Rise gets his tier, he'll just be able to just keep constantly pounding him with those Qs.
It is difficult for Rise to farm under turret, though. But it looks like he's doing a pretty decent job. Udyr picks up his Razor there. Gonna help him out a little bit in the jungle. A little bit more poke. Actually held him up under the turret. Nice job.
Yeah,
But SuperDux is running out of mana now, and it's going to be a lot harder. He does have teleport, though, so once he is able to pick up his tier, he can go back and get that at any time. This is when it becomes a problem, because if we're going to see a kill, it's going to be right now. Only Jacksmith could easily jump in on him, get the Ignite and an auto attack, maybe try and chase him down. We'll just see how much CS he ends up sacrificing, because he's already about 10 CS behind.
Yeah, Jacksmith's very good at CS.
It's a lot easier to CS as Jarvan, too, when you have that extra bonus damage on your first auto attack.
Yeah, even using his harass and CS, killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
And looks like we have a pause coming in here. At least the Flash King was having a couple lag issues, so they're going to go ahead and restart their client, or at least restart the game, see if they can get that figured out. Now, it was a little bit unfortunate yesterday during, I want to say, Series 2 of the Game 1 against Dawn Riders, or maybe it was Series 3. But Grand Theft Auto had disconnect issues with one of their members, and they actually had to end up forfeiting the first match of the series because one of their members was unable to continue. They found a sub and obviously switched him out. And I don't think it was Flash King. I think it was somebody else. But either way, there was one of the issues that they just had was with some connection problems, which is unfortunately what happens when you're off LAN.
Yep, so as soon as this game gets back up and rolling, we'll bring it back on. Looks like it has reconnected though, so
hopefully that fixes the lag issues. I mean,
So
it's always a little bittersweet when you walk away from a game with the disconnect kind of stuff like that.
yeah, that's also just a could be the Mac client. He does use the Mac client, which has more issues than the
He
regular
uses
one.
a Mac client. Oh my goodness. I didn't even know that. Well, that's probably why. Alright, the game has been unpaused. We're back underway. Hootie, you're not doing too bad. Here he goes, up in the top lane. One more auto attack. Actually, he's going to flash under the turret. Only Jacksmus is going to go down too. He picks up a kill, but is traded in return. You know, we do not see that very often. I mean, that is a little bit of an aggressive play from Only Jacksmus. And it didn't really pay off. He normally calculates those very well.
Yeah, thought he could get in there, get the kill, and get out. Didn't realize he had to do one more auto than he wanted to do.
Yeah, and he ends up having to burn flash just to get underneath the turret for that extra auto attack. Very well played by Rise. He still has his summoner spells up.
Yep. Except for Teleport, who's going to use that to get back to lane before Jacksmith. And still at a little bit of CS disadvantage, not going to be able to catch up, but it's going to get some free farm.
Jacksmus has gone with this build pattern very often. He goes 2 Doran's Rings and 2 Longswords. He's done that almost every top laner he's played on so far this tournament. Just a lot of early game pressure and a lot of damage helps him pick up those kills. Rise doesn't get any combat stats. He'll obviously be able to spam a lot more, which might bridge some of that distance.
Yeah, we'll see if he does decide to remain
And only
aggressive.
Jacksmus is level 6, so he's going to be able to jump on. And he does have his flash. He can't get out of there. He's just going to be able to walk away from that one now. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, Tristana just jumps away, but he has to be careful. One more flag toss combo, he's going to die.
It's coming up right now.
Yeah, well, it's already up, so it's just a matter of seconds before he drops down the flag toss and jumps in. There he goes. He was baiting for a gank, but that's not going to do very much here. Peroxide, you're not going to be able to out-damage the J4, especially with that standard right there.
Yeah, not a smart idea. Like, top lane is where you can win or lose the game early. It's kind of hard to gank top lane. It can put you ahead. It's almost... It could go either way, and if you lose the gank, then it's going to put you behind.
Well, needless to say, I think he got baited in by his jungler there. It's pretty good. Did I say 2 Doran's Rings?
Yes.
Probably did. Alright. Yeah, go 2 Doran's Rings for top lane. It's OP. 2 Doran's Blades, whenever they can see it. You know what I'm talking about. Well, CS in the bot lane, favoring Ezreal, doing a pretty good job of CSing. It's actually kind of difficult for Tristana to CS in the early levels without pushing the lane, so it's a little bit hard. But mid lane, we have a 20 CS increase. Morgana actually pushing out Lux, and this is part of the problem. A nice dodge on the binding there, just increasing the pressure. And when you can just lay down 1 Tormented Soil and clear out a whole minion wave, it's really hard to push that as Lux. Push against that. Fun thing to note too, Elise is slowing down in the jungle. Peroxide has actually caught up to her.
Yeah, well, at least I think they try to get a couple unsuccessful ganks.
Well, Super Dogs, they definitely need to build. He needs to build some armor. Like a Glacial Shroud definitely is going to help him out a lot. The itemization for Rise helps him quite a bit. And again, up in the turret range, just playing it so safe next to the turret. He's able to trade relatively even.
And that's all he needs to do. I mean, he has teleport, so if he can stay alive and stay at...
And he goes, here's the dive under the turret. He's going to pick up an easy kill, just get a straight dunk while he's got the armor pin buff on there.
Yeah, just
And something Rise has to be careful of. They can't underestimate the damage that comes out of that J4.
Yeah, and looks like he's gonna go for Roa first. Should probably just get that shroud and then do Roa just to be safe.
Yeah, I definitely would have gone for the extra armor against the J4. Now, armor, helps you to an extent because J4's got a lot of penetration, especially with the brutalizer, and if he hits you with the Q, that's 45% off. But even still, it's worth it to build extra armor because I mean you're still getting your glacial shroud. It's still worth it.
Mm-hmm. Because Rise has he'll be able to make the global pressure. So
yeah, he only needs to hit late game, and that's a little hard to do sometimes.
He should just play it safe and then try to get some TP ganks maybe.
CS in the mid lane's evened out a little bit, trying to take out a ward here. He sidesteps that pretty decently. Rise doing a little bit of damage here, but you can't really trade. In the meantime, Peroxide slides down. He misses the binding, and all of a sudden, Flash King has to get out of there. He flashes away, and the nice binding from Liana comes through. And now we're just waiting on the red buff slow here. If she can land in the next torment or so. Oh, she just flashes over. Not taking any chances, man.
Top lane though, Subducks.
In the top lane, Subducks. One last little hit, the standard, a little extra damage,
Yeah, he's actually 3 levels ahead, so that Ignite actually does a lot of damage on him.
Oh no. Leona popping up the skills a little bit early there, kind of broadcasting that engage. Only Jaximus, once again, kind of running away with the top lane.
Yeah. Someone should play Yorick against him. I think that'll...
Yorick?
Yorick.
Like Cho'Gath or something.
Cho'Gath. They need to pick something against Jaximus where they won't die a lot in lane. I mean, we have seen some people against only Jaximus like survive and not die a lot, but if he's not killing his lane partner, he'll go somewhere else and try to get some kills.
Yeah, well, we saw in the last game of the last game we spectated with Grand Theft Auto, it was him as Liu Sin versus a Vi. And granted, Vi only died twice during the entire game, but she was down almost 100 CS early in the game, which is a similar situation as we're getting to right here, where unfortunately Rise is, it's a great late game pick, and the buffs did help him early game, but he definitely can't stand toe to toe with J4, who just keeps jumping on him every second.
Yeah, he's gonna stay aggressive.
Another pink ward was put down, so they're really trying to keep that vision up, at least in the jungle.
Yeah. Jarvan's coming down now for Dragon. It looks like Rise will be able to TP then if they need him. But this might just be uncontested.
Yeah, it's very difficult to maybe look for a fight, especially with the J4 who's so far ahead. I mean, he's level 9 compared to the level 7, 6s, and 8s of everybody else. A smite away, Peroxide. I do not think you want to be going over there, buddy. He's going to get ulted here for sure. Picked up immediately. There we go. There's the dunk. The dunk comes down. Cataclysm. Yeah. Picking up another kill.
It was good that he saved his ghost too, because I'm sure as soon as he popped ghost, he would have just got hit with the Cataclysm.
But of course.
Maybe he should have took Flash this game.
I think he probably should have known that they were right at that buff and maybe not gone for that. Now, Liana actually going on to only Jaximus locks him up. He's able to pull himself out with the standard, though. Really well done. Before
like we said earlier, if he knows he's going to get snared or anything, he can just save his combo and just do it anyways.
Yep, that's right. But a good little jump out of the turret range because he was about to pick up turret aggro, and with the stun that was about to hit on him, that would have been him going down. But a good defense. Leona ends up saving the turret.
Both teams figured out what they want to try to do next.
Morgana coming around the side there, just taking a little bit extra damage, but she can still push up the lane so easy. She's almost got the Zhonya's done. J4 still kind of pushing in the top lane. I mean, we haven't really seen very much action mid lane. They're going to try and push out on the turret. Morgana just picked up her own blue buff, so they're going to go push back. And about even. I mean, about a 2,000 gold down. It's not too bad.
Yeah, not much.
Oh, look out, J4 Subtux. Better be careful, man. You got to know that J4 is sitting in that push. He flashes away, but he's already got his Tiamat, so he instantly gets stuck. And only Jackson is just hanging out in the top bush, the fanatic bush, just taking people down.
Yeah, they're
Rise
actually
teleporting mid. I'm not really sure.
I think they're gonna swap it. Let Morgana die a couple times to J4.
That's never a fun swap. When you have to take over a lane that's already 6 kills ahead. I mean, he just picked up his Ravenous Hydra, and sure it'll be a little bit better.
Although Morgana does have twice the armor as Rise right now.
That is very true. And she's gonna have her Zhonya's in just a minute.
Subducks.
Subduck's taking a good little bit of damage, but he'll be able to heal up with his ultimate. I mean, his 1 and 5 right now is falling behind. Only Jackson is definitely being a big problem in the match. I mean, they even tried to ban him out, but it's so difficult to ban out when he's got such a diverse champion pool.
And that's what I said earlier. You don't want to try to ban out the best player unless there's a couple champions that are OP that he's playing, because he's gonna know how to play like a handful of champions.
Yep, and we're seeing that right now. But meanwhile, mid lane, we got a 3-person gank coming onto the Lux. She's gonna be able to walk away from that one. No crowd controls landed before anything. And Udyr has completed his Feral Flare, so he's already got an extra stack on it.
Yeah, he's pretty quick on finishing those.
So, you know, even set behind, he lost his blue buff early, which would really hurt an Udyr in the jungle. He's still managing to get the farm out, so we'll see if he can maybe counteract a little bit. I mean, if they can get tanky, maybe catch J4 in a binding or something like that, they can take him down before he gets too tanky. And we'll start to see that now. J4 actually misses the standard. He's going to go for the flag toss. Leona going in hard. She lands the binding, and it looks like he's actually just going to be able to take the kill. Incredible. 2-0. Just jukes one flag toss and completely turns it around. Yeah, there was no hesitation there. She immediately walked up and ulted him. Maybe that's Olin Jackson is getting a little bit overconfident in his abilities there, or at least how fed he is.
Well, I mean, looking at her health too at the end of that, I don't even think that even if he would have landed that flag toss, if she still would have just immediately fought him, it still would have been a ton of damage.
And you gotta keep in mind too, he didn't cataclysm. So that is a little bit of a factor. So he just kind of jumped in and then missed his ability, but we'll see there. I mean, it was a good little counterplay. I mean, even though he did ignite, there wasn't really much else to happen there.
Bot tower looking pretty threatened here. Ezreal should be able to clean up this wave before the tower goes down. Possibly nope, the bubble comes in.
Throws out the ult. Are they going to stay around? One more auto attack. Oh, he manages to save it with one auto attack. Udyr, just go for the Nami, man.
Yeah, but...
Oh, and here's Elise is coming in as well. J4 soon to follow. You got to back off as quick as you can. The exhaust comes onto Elise. They're not going to be continuing anymore. Dragon is up.
Yeah, Jackson's making a perfect rotation down to Dragon again now that it is up.
Absolutely. And because Morgana was forced to go to the top lane, they're not going to be able to do any kind of teleport or anything to contest this. So it's going to be another free Dragon going over to Brand Theft Auto.
Yeah, I don't think Morgana will be able to get that top.
Oh, Ezreal standing over the back of the line. I think you should probably get out of there, buddy. It's too late.
Yeah, you don't want to get too close to that.
And Leona making taunt or something underneath the turret here. There's no... I think she thought there was going to be something going on. Maybe that's lag. I'm not really sure. There's nowhere to go and escape from this one.
Subducks.
Subduck standing up in the mid. He gets hit by one binding. The flag toss gets it. He's going to get Kit with one more Q, maybe in the middle. No, the snipe comes out from Lux. She takes him down. Morgana did push the top turret, but that's not anywhere in exchange for a mid turret, a bot turret, and a dragon.
Yeah. They're taking this J4 advantage and they're rolling with it like that's how they got here. So
yeah, that's what you got to do. You got to make the plays and you got to push your advantages the best you can. And we got J4 sitting at 160 CS pretty much. I mean, sure, Liana can take them down. Now, if they can get a good play off of a 3 or 4 person Morgana binding, maybe get something out of that one. Ryze did finish his Roa, so he's going to start stacking up.
yeah, we needed that armor just to get him to this point, but he's been so starved. I mean, that's a 20-minute Roa. It's not gonna be done for 30 minutes. This game's not even gonna last that long.
Oh, we sure hope it does. At least give him give him a first, give him a chance of coming back. I mean, the gold's only 4,000 apart right now. Oh, I'm almost 5,000. Lux clearing out the mid lane.
Well, you got another turret here, so
Yeah, so another turret goes down, making sure you're at least pushing those extra turrets, and Udyr did finish his Sunfire Cape, so he's going to be getting a little bit tankier now. He didn't go for the second, or yeah, he did, never mind, there it is. I shouldn't see it.
yeah, Udyr has a lot of farm. He's just been in that jungle, getting the flare up. It seems like
If something will help him come back in the game, at least it'll be a farm Udyr.
yeah, it seems like they're playing for late game, but they gotta be careful. They gotta play for now.
J4 coming in behind him in the mid lane. He's going to be able to catch off Ryze. We'll see if he
Subducts.
goes in for it.
No, I mean he could easily burst down Subducts. He's gotta land the flag toss combo, but
I mean, he's still very squishy. He did build full penetration like he normally does. He builds a Hydra, Last Whisper, and a Black Cleaver. So, I mean, if he gets hit by Morgana binding, there's a really good chance that he could just get blown up before anything happens. And I think that's one of the problems with, like, the jungle J4. So when he comes into lane, he's still really squishy. But good warding nonetheless, and the map is covered with the wards. Definitely we can see the Twilight Assassins playing more cautiously. And Morgana not going to be able to get out of this one. Yeah, a little bit too late on the Black Shield. Didn't dodge the knockup. And at this point, when J4 jumps in Cataclysms, your Black Shield's not going to do anything for you.
His turret has been destroyed.
Man, look at the damage on that Q. The Dragon Strike, yeah. Doing a lot of damage right now. He's got like 300 attack damage. Here just comes the siege, and this is why we were talking about Lux being such a good pick, because I mean, she's great. She can just keep throwing out those bindings all day, and they're pretty fast and hard to see, so.
yeah, one binding.
One
Could
binding
easily
hits.
get a kill on her tower.
Oh yeah, with a Fed J4 coming in to drop the hammer down. Now Elise actually picked up a Riley's Crystal Scepter. He's a little bit inspired by Singe last game.
yeah. I guess he, I don't know. He wants to. It's not a bad item on Elise. He gets to keep his tanky stats as well as get a little bit of AP and a little bit of extra slow there.
Now there are a couple pings coming on to Baron. I'll see if they're gonna go over there.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Baron's up. You're winning.
I wonder if J4 could solo Baron. If you got some more lifesteal. I mean,
Maybe.
he's squishy.
Maybe a
You
board.
probably need like a blade, yeah.
They ping Dragon.
They're
But
making a move over towards it. They've only shown Ezreal now, or they only shown Leona, and now Ezreal's showing up. They didn't walk through that one bush, so they missed the pink ward.
I don't think Sweeper reveals a pink ward.
It
If it's in a
doesn't.
bush, you have to actually be in the bush.
Yeah, it will reveal regular wards, but not.
If they had a regular ward in that bush, then it would reveal.
Yeah.
Interesting mechanic there. You still gotta check the bush, even when you
Yeah.
have Sweeper.
Yeah, right.
because it's not a stealth item anymore.
Well, it looks like they're going to try and go for a little bit of a split push, which is a good idea because there's not really anybody that J4 can lose against right now. Udyr going in on Lux. Minions cleared out. See if he can get another stun in just another second here. She's going to flash over the wall, force the flash away. A good job. J4 not really pushing anything, so well done by Udyr, but unfortunately no pick was made.
No, but Lux flash not too important. She'll mainly be in the back.
Lyanna actually being opened up. She flashes forward and puts in the Zhonya's ultimate up, but it's only going to come on one person here. Binding misses in the back line. Elise just running unchecked. Gets him knocked up. Double stun. And there she goes. She's knocked down finally. J4 is sitting on the top lane turret, though. He's been hitting away at that for a couple seconds now. Only about a couple more auto attacks before it knocks down. He can easily just standard to it the second he drops it down.
And
So they get a
they're
kill.
Gonna go for the chase here too.
They get a kill. He goes for the chase. Jumps on Udyr. He's going to flag toss over the wall. It's a lot of impassable terrain to cover over. Meanwhile, over in Dragon's side,
Be interesting to see who wins this fight.
Rory in a close
Oh,
fight.
he glitched out the dragon a little bit. Okay. That works, I guess.
There we go. Oh, come on. Get it. There we go. She definitely wasn't winning the fight. Meanwhile, Superdux going on the aggressive against J4 by himself. Just not really playing too smart right now. You can't fight that J4.
Yep.
It's way too far ahead.
Yeah,
Udyr is at 19 stacks though.
Yeah, 19 stacks, but he needs to start using them. I mean,
Yeah.
they'll help you clear the jungle faster, but the whole point of the item is to build up damage, so.
Well, Lux definitely tried her best to get the blue buff, but looks like she wasn't able to. Auto attacking. All right, Udyr. I said, don't go for it, man.
Yeah, no smite available.
He's gonna go for it. Oh, the binding actually hits onto the buff, so Lyanna gets taken down before she can pop her Zhonya's. Lux doing quite a bit of damage. Udyr fell down to Jack's miss. Double kill for Lux here. They're gonna probably push out the inhibitor. Could possibly be the game soon.
Yeah, they might want to play it safe. Just grab this free Baron while it's there.
Absolutely. I mean, they're nearing a 5k gold lead, which is when we know most games actually end up about that 10k point is when we've seen all of our games. I mean, we haven't seen a really intense comeback yet this game so far. Baron's gonna slowly drop down. No contest from Twilight Assassins. Gonna go ahead and chop up this 10k advantage, come back, probably see a final push down. I mean, they could probably go down the top lane since they've already cleared out the turret. It'd be really easy to force a fight there.
Yeah, exposed and hib is available. I mean, they could really push down any lane, really. Because Lux has now got those couple of kills picked up, so now she's got Rabadon's finished, as well as Athene, so she's going to be doing a lot of damage. Especially to these underfed members of Twilight Assassins at this point.
All right, Udyr, the tower is yours. Look at it. Sitting here with full health. It's mocking you. You can easily finish it off. Just go Tiger stance. They're gonna shove up mid, but you gotta get the turret. I mean, he's not even really doing that much damage to it, but here we go. Dropping down. They're all pushing up mid lane. He'll be able to get this turret before anything else. If he backs, he's going for the split push. I do not agree, Udyr senpai.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll probably say go
for
back
the split push, but his base isn't going to be there when he gets back.
Yeah, he's gonna end up losing the game, and that extra decision is gonna end up costing the mid turret, maybe even the game right there. J4 jumps in, standard's still there. You got to be careful from it. Inhibitor's going down. They can rotate top lane, get the top inhibitor. J4 to pick up a Guardian Angel, so he's going to be even more of that of a threat. Not really compromising on any damage items yet. Finishes Black Cleaver. Lyanna goes in. A 3-person ultimate. It's only going to connect on 2. Elise goes up Nami gets an extra heal. She's not going to go down yet. Tristana does fall. Ezreal's going to get into a fight with J4. He's going down. Leona was able to get finished off in the back line as well. A flash forward secures 2 kills. And a final standard flag toss. J4 takes out the game. Tristana, the only member to fall down after that, and this is going to be the end of the game. They're just going to follow this 1 minion wave right here and push out the rest of the game.
Yeah, like I said, it wasn't going to make it to the 30 minutes, so he should have built that glacial tower a lot earlier. Could have helped him in lane, but...
Yeah, we were close. We were close. Well, a GG to Brand Theft Auto for taking game 1. Now the Twilight Assassin's going to have to sit back and maybe rethink their strategy a little bit and see what they're going to do differently in game 2.
Yeah, definitely, and we'll be right back with game 2 as soon as we get that one loaded in the champ select.